Hello everybody, this is Jeff Janess, and welcome to our 5th lab exercise in our general introduction to ArcGIS Pro. Now in this short lab exercise, we're going to look at how we can use the ArcGIS Pro Catalog view to review data on our hard drive or network, and how we can use different options in the Catalog view to display the data in different ways. And in particular, we're going to see how we can use the Catalog view to see actual visual representations of our data, and also to look over the attribute data if it has any. First thing we have to do is we got to open the catalog view if it's not already open. So to get there, we go to the View tab, click the little Catalog View command. And now let's navigate to our class data folder. Okay, this is our class data. Now I want to go into the additional data for demonstrations here, so let's just go into that folder. Now, this is what we normally see in the catalog view, just a list of the data. Now, first off, ArcGIS Pro offers to show you this in columns, as you see here, and this lets you see, when it was modified, how big it is, where it's sitting out there, all that kind of stuff. We also have the option to view this in tiles if we want. So that's it's these two buttons here that switch it from tiles to columns. So I can click the tiles button, and it just shows us the data in this folder in a little bit different format. Switch back to columns, and it goes back the way it was. Now next up, we can look at additional information on each data set if we open up what they call the Details panel. That's this first button right here. So we click this Details panel, and we start to see data here. If I click on a data set over here, then I start seeing information about it in the Details panel. There's 3 items that I can usually look at. Metadata, this is data that describes the data. And we're going to talk a lot about metadata in their lecture on spatial data types. We can also look at the visual representation of the data in the geography pane here. And we see basically a map of the data. This is what it would look like if we loaded it into our map. By the way, sometimes people like to have a little base map behind this geography pane. If you do, that's great. That's what ArcGIS Pro defaults to. Some people just think that's distracting. If you want to turn off that background base map is one that says Payson down here, and it's got Flagstaff, and you can barely see the roads. If you don't want to see that, just click on the Preview tab up here, and you can turn the base map off. That's your preference. Up to you. All right. Anyway, here's the visual representation in the geography pane, and then we can click Table, and we can see attribute data that is stored in the fire history polygons. This is all the information that is stored with that fire history data set. And we can take a look at all of it if we want. This is when the fire happened, all that kind of stuff. All right, now we can look at other data sets. If we look at this Landsat_GC, well, the Landsat_GC is actually a Landsat satellite imagery of the Grand Canyon from back in 2012, I believe, in the winter. We look at the geography, we can see the image itself. So there's the Grand Canyon. If we look at the table, it tells us there's an error because this basically means it has no table. So not all spatial data have a table. If it doesn't have a table, you'll get this message when you click Table. So for Landsat imagery, you got to go with the geography and the metadata. All right, now you can turn this on and off. This is the Details panel. It just comes and goes if you want. You can have the details whether you are looking at the columns view or the tiles view. So I can still have my details and turn that on and off if I want. And ArcGIS Pro will remember the way you've had it set. So if I close ArcGIS Pro right now and reopen it, the catalog view will still be arranged the same way I left it. So this gives you the opportunity to choose whatever method works best for you in your work situation. So just leave it the way you prefer it. Next time you come back, ArcGIS Pro will be shown it the way you prefer. I'm going to switch mine to turn the details off, and I like mine in columns, and that's just the way it works for me. All right, thanks so much, everybody.